That was just a really cool coincidence. My pencils went off the table, so I went, my pencils.
Oh, I thought they were an
And
exam.
you were expressing that,
Yeah,
my
it's like,
pencils.
yeah, my pencils.
Cosmic.
Episode 51.
Episode 51.
It's about pencils.
Cheers.
With our good friend Phil. Welcome, Phil. This is a last minute guest invite after an improv show.
Oh, yeah.
Adrenaline pumping. McDonald's consumpting.
Very nice, very
I'm
nice.
very happy to be here.
Yes.
Thank you.
Happy to have you.
Yeah, for sure.
It was a nice surprise.
Yeah, I was enthused by your enthusiasm.
Yeah, I thought about it on the way. I was just like, okay, you're coming with Phil by car.
Oh my god.
Phil really likes getting high. Does he want to get high and do an episode?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I didn't know I did until you said it. And I was like, yes, I do.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, huh? Sometimes you just think you got this. This answer's going to be a yes. This person's going to say what I think they're going to say. And they say it and you're like, yeah. It's a cool feeling.
I watched you that entire time with a butterfly filter on your face. It was like, when you're a kid, you get the butterfly painting on your fairs and stuff. It was like purple and orange, but you were
Very
so
nice
happy
colors.
about what you were saying.
My two favorite colors.
Yeah,
Purple
I
and
know.
orange.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go. We're wearing
all
them.
over the place. Orange pants and purple flace. For the listeners, Paul is wearing the sweater with the silky pockets.
Yes.
We mentioned it before.
I've tested it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
All t-shirts, sweaters, they should all have silky
have
pockets. Yeah,
Or just pockets to begin with.
for sure.
Or
Sure.
how about
Pockets.
underwear? So you don't put your hand on your crotch.
Yeah.
You put it in a little pocket
Oh my goodness.
in front of your crotch. Right? With
yes.
a really soft material
Oh.
that's breathable
But
and
they do
anti-
have that, though. I feel
What? Where is
men's,
this?
Men's underwear.
I throw my
there are
money
some-
at them.
But it's super expensive underwear. I've never bought it myself, but I've seen it. And it's like there's a pocket for your pocket. Like there's a there's like a pocket like so you put on the underwear and then there'd be like a pocket in the front, where you would take it down to go for a whiz usually.
Yeah.
That's like an enclosed other pocket within the underwear to drop there. Like and
to
keep
accommodate.
it safely
and-
nooked.
Yeah, interesting.
Wait, so penis and balls are separate?
I've actually never
Or
gone
both
that
goes
far.
in
I've
each?
never gone as far as to
Is it like pant
I've never
legs,
tried them
or
on. I don't know.
Where do the balls go? Where do the
No, I
where
think
do-
I think
where
he
does the
keeps
junk
them
go?
all cupped
Triple
together.
pocket.
Is it what is
Triple
I don't know.
pocket.
Triple pocket.
Like
Or it's just like a Mickey ears set up. You know,
you can-
each ball drops into an ear,
You
and
can
then the
fully
penis.
erect yourself with it. There's no. It goes as far as it needs to go.
it's a
that.
What
loose
do you-
mold.
Yeah.
It's small.
What is the purpose of these underwear now? Like, why are we doing this?
Hygiene. It's always hygiene.
Oh, but I don't get the erect part. I just don't get it.
He said because it's a pocket for a pocket for a pocket.
Yeah.
Well, unless your
would
dick
you
is getting
want it?
bigger, then it's gonna get
Needs a
stuck.
bigger
So it
pocket.
needs a bigger pocket.
It needs a bigger
So
pocket.
we'll take the whole.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I feel
There's an
you.
exit pocket.
Turn left here. Okay. Pocket.
Oh, man.
How did we talk about dick pockets?
Underwear.
Your pockets.
Oh,
Silky
yeah.
pockets!
Yes! The silky pockets. That's why. Silk pockets. Silk sounds like dick.
I don't think that was the jump.
Silk dilk.
Silk.
Oh fuck.
Oh, no. I rubbed my eyes and I had makeup on.
Oh.
I don't wear makeup a lot. Listeners, take note.
Did it do any? Like
Yeah, it goes on my fingers, and then I'm mush on the fingers, and then I'll look like
Finger painting.
I was caught in the rain.
oh no.
Don't want to look like I get caught in the rain with my makeup. Why did you make a melty sound? I'm melting?
No.
Well, like rain would melt it out.
Yeah.
Melt the
Yeah.
product.
Makeup. Yeah. It's just like.
You want to do that closer to the mic? Closer. Oh no, my mascara.
Bloop.
What?
When it
That's
falls
the
on.
rain.
No, like it accumulates all to the bottom and it just hangs there until it's heavy enough and then it goes bloop.
Oh,
It falls down. No, it falls down. That's just the.
That's definitely a pop. Am I right?
Yeah.
No, that was the
sound.
disconnection.
That's a pop sound.
No, it was a bloop. A bloop.
It's a bubble popping.
That's a
What do
bloop.
you think, Phil?
Ploop. I think on the floor it would do a ploop.
Right,
But like it
but not from
disconnecting, the
yeah.
one disconnecting from the beer would be like a. Oh, that's a hard one though. I feel that would be like more of a silence than anything else. Like,
He's just falling.
No, there must be a noise depending on
It
how
would be
the pull of it is, right?
super loud bird noise.
Yeah.
Then bloop.
The bird poop.
Right.
That's right.
It's being like enjoying makeup is hard because you have to go through these things of it accumulating in a large lump on your face, falling off with a loud bird sound, going poop on the floor every evening. I have to deal with that.
That's difficult.
It's hard.
It's not every evening. I don't do this a lot. I don't do this a lot.
I remember Stacy a while ago telling me how I don't remember how we got on that topic, but that apparently Korean makeup is way ahead of the game.
Oh,
Like I don't know makeup myself, and I don't know how we got into the makeup conversation, but like she was just like dropping knowledge about Korean makeup being like super like proactive on like no animal testing. Of course, like at this point I feel like we should like never do animal testing, but they're like super progressive like in their methods of making it. And like not testing it like in shitty fashion, and like it's like all I don't know, biodegradable and stuff like that. Like it's super like good virtues to the makeup.
whoa!
And like they're on like in advance in the makeup game is what she said.
I really wish we've talked about this before. How like if you see another country doing something real well,
Copy it.
maybe do the same
maybe,
thing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, apply it on
Take
the scale that you
example,
have,
yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
like, it's good. Oh, you do that really well. Thanks.
I think we should do
it
that.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Do you have any tips? Sure.
Share them.
And then they hug.
Yeah.
Become friends.
They
I'm
become
like,
friends.
holy crap! What? Are people like visiting each other? Super cool. Oh, what? We're friends now.
Yeah.
Oh wait, people want to start shit. Oh, they're not going to bother us now.
No.
You know?
You want a potato salad? They'd be like, I don't know what the equivalent of a potato salad is for a country, but
The equivalent
of a potato
will be offered back.
The equivalent will be offered back.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
potato
that's
salad
the-
for
that's the
potato
question,
salad.
that's the total.
Yeah, or whatever. What is the
Give
equivalent
me
to a
potato
potato salad? Right away.
I don't know.
Hey, fuck man, fuck man. What's topic number? You want to get?
Yeah,
you wanna
yeah,
choose
yeah.
a number between 1 and 3.
That's what they're expecting. 3.
3?
3.
All right, we'll start with cars.
Oh, cars.
Yeah.
Cool. That was the third one that was named. Is how you picked the order?
Today it was, or maybe
I
not.
was
Oh,
wondering
maybe
about
not.
The process now,
Now we know though.
because I know it was chosen third. Picked
Yes.
third.
But I don't remember the other two.
Oh.
Me neither now.
Caw.
Makeup drop.
Makeup drop. It's like on Outcast. Anyways,
Cars.
huh?
Cars.
Why? Get closer and say that again.
Cars.
Creepy motherfucker.
Cars.
Oh god,
So when you,
stop saying it.
when you hear the word cars, what do you think of?
The movie, of course.
Immediately.
They like were very successful at public because I've seen so many other cars. Yet I hear the word cars, I think movie Cars.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
Like,
It
That your
definitely
mind
comes
goes
up quick
there.
in my mind.
yeah, it's like top. Like
I think it's the most sold property, like in terms of backpacks or
Really?
accessories and stuff.
I
Like
can
they've been
see
selling
that.
car shit for
yeah,
ever.
Kids love
yeah.
cars,
They
man.
have like lunch boxes. I've
Yeah.
seen a billion.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't know why, but I've seen a billion of them.
They're
There
like,
are
where do I work?
blue plastic lunchbox with
yes, like a
with,
red
yeah,
car
yeah.
on it, and then
Lightning
yeah.
McQueen, definitely
Yeah,
Lightning
backpack.
McQueen.
Yeah.
Little arch.
Yeah, the classic. Yes.
Ka-chow.
Arch.
Ka-chow. Ka-chow.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow is George Michael. No, I don't know.
Cars.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, that's the first thing that pops to mind, I would think. Otherwise, cars, I guess. Road trips is like a thing that.
Yeah, totally. You dig road trips, or did they bother you? Yeah?
No, I really like them.
Yeah?
I enjoy road trips.
What'd you do most often on the...
Oh, I don't know. I feel like I was going to be scrutinized because we road tripped recently.
Oh, no, I'm talking about pre-driving.
Oh, pre-driving
Yeah,
before road trip.
yeah.
How long a road trip are we talking about? Like
whatever you've taken in your life.
I guess I'll always prepare music like CDs because
okay.
pretty much every car I've owned has had CDs in it, or cassettes, or CDs, or MP3 player. But that shit always ends up not working.
Yeah. So
like a bunch of CDs. Usually I'll try to find all the CDs I have because they're all stashed in different places for some reason. That and food. Food will be a main priority.
Yeah.
Would you get? I would sometimes get excited. Yeah, get excited when my parents would stop and we go to a restaurant that we've never seen, or you know, be like, oh yeah, I get to try something different. You know, like I heard about this place is good. You know?
How many of those can you actually see though?
What do you mean?
Like, are you a visual person?
Yeah,
Phil.
Yeah.
Like, how many memories of that age in the car can you see
okay,
in
this
your
was
mind?
a kid road trip, too, because I was thinking adult road trip.
Oh, right,
I'm organizing music and shit. But kid road trip, I can see a bunch, but I used to, like, because they were all tiny road trips usually. We're, like, from Montreal to Quebec City. But very frequent, because all my family's over there.
Oh.
And when I was really small, I would be, like, I remember it was a 5-person car, but we're 6. And I was really, like, I'm the youngest, but I would sit on my mom's lap in the front.
Oh, my God.
Like, she would just, like, kind of hold me, and that was, like, how we rode for 2 hours until Quebec City. And I specifically remember, like, we would listen to François Pérus. Albums on the way there. And I remember specifically one time where she had to stop by the side of the road when she was driving because she was laughing too hard. Like, she was crying of laughter, and she stopped because it was just too much. It was dangerous for her to drive. And that really
That's
stuck.
such a good pitch for an advert for François Pérus.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
If only he knew.
Oh, wow. So you guys drove a lot, so it makes sense that you would remember it so clearly.
Yeah, same here. I went to Toronto at least once a year.
And that's a longer drive.
Yeah, 6 hours. So I would have lots of CDs and video games and stuff. I think I was always like, for video games, I was like, did I ever have that? No, it was quite long before I had one. But CDs, a lot of CDs. And if not, my parents would listen to the Beatles, or disco music, or a bunch of Italian music.
Oh, cool.
So, so many of them were like ingrained in my head, and sometimes when I hear them, I still like, oh, this is the next song that's coming on. Right. Regardless of the the album's like, oh, and same thing with Beatles songs. I've listened to a lot of it now on shuffle, which I enjoy listening at the different styles more than just listening to some albums. But sometimes you still go back. But losing that slowly has been so weird. Like, I used to, when you hear a song, you're like, okay, this one is what comes next.
Track listing.
Yeah, but Spotify makes it so easy just to shuffle everything now. That is just
I like to know what's coming, though. I've missed that.
Like, I'm a fucking control freak about, like, music I'm listening to at the moment.
Oh, yeah?
I can't do Spotify. I have to, like, this is the album I'm listening to, and, like, you all think of the Nets song, and, like,
So you go more by album, or by, like, you mix stuff up in a playlist?
Artist and album. Usually I'll listen to an album if I'm listening to it.
Cool. I haven't done that in a while.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm the opposite. I've turned into the opposite. Oh. Yeah, so I'd be like, okay, I want to listen to something funky, and I'll just put my funky playlist as opposed to, but you miss out. You miss that out. Yeah,
like a Jamiroquai CD is very different from just one song.
Well, you always get inspired. Sometimes when you hear a song, you're like, oh shit, that's good. I'm gonna put that album on, just listen, or that artist, and just listen to that. Yeah.
And then you remember that there's songs on albums that are just bad.
Skip. Is that how you listen to it too? The more like
all mixed up.
All mixed up, yeah.
Yeah, I tend to. I pick, like, I have a women's playlist, so it's just like women R&B artists. Nice. So then, like, I put a bunch of artists I really like. But I tend to go by album for that. I'm not like, ooh, that specific song. I'm not good at remembering what anything is. But my dad, I remember I drove around England with my dad for a long time when I dropped out of college. And that fucking... He had one cassette tape that played all the time, and it was just like fucking what's that song? Rasputin?
Yeah.
That shit. And the other one, the Brown Girl in the Ring, which I'm really I must be bad some way for, like, nowadays. But anyways, fuck, what were their names? The Maneater song.
Oh, Hall & Oates?
Hall & Oates, man. Yeah. Stuff like that. It was just like, that was with my dad in the car.
And that was the only cassette?
Pretty much, but it was. But I loved it. I loved every fucking song on that cassette. There was probably George Michael and Phil Collins or whatever. Probably not Phil Collins, but like Queen. There was probably Queen. My dad listened to a lot of different kinds of music. Like he's the one who got me onto classical music. Okay. But he listened to all these fucking LPs. Thriller. Oh man. Nice. Yeah.
All on cassettes.
Yeah. I love that fucking cassette that you plug into a thing. I never understood that shit. Yeah. What's the thing?
It's
there's a wire that goes into the cassette.
Yeah.
The magic.
And then the wire goes to your CD player?
No. It goes up to your iPod or whatever.
Yeah, whatever you want playing comes out. It's an auxiliary wire.
Back in the day, there was like a tape that you would put in your tape deck that was connected to the wire, and then that wire would plug into your Walkman or your Discman or your iPod. Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah,
like we were still using this machine, so we have to modify it. To,
to adapt to use it. Yeah,
in another.
That's the kind of shit that you would probably expect in like outer space as well. Yeah. You know, just like modified technology. For modified technology, it's so cheap.
So it would fit adapters.
Oh, yeah. It's like you know.
How do we make a square fit in a circle hole? Or what was it, Apollo 13? They had to fix the.
I don't remember.
They had to put they had to make something that was a square fit into a circle and the other way around. I don't remember. They did some kind of like.
Well, just accept that the square doesn't fully fit in the circle.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Go NASA. Topic number 2. Topic number 1. Don't scratch 1. Scratch 2. Go to 1.
Okay. Slinkies.
Slinkies.
Did you guys own Slinkies?
Oh my god.
I don't own one anymore. I own bits of one. Well, it's not like fully mine. Also, I feel it was passed down to. It's not mine. It's not mine to. Yeah.
It's okay.
But it was like a plastic. It wasn't like a real good one.
I've had
like shitty plastic
both.
ones.
I've had both.
Okay, you've had both.
Yeah.
So.
I think I probably had both. Both on one part of my life, but. Man, that's one of the toys that for me just lost its value so quickly.
You had to be good at it. The surfaces had to be perfect.
Well, that's it. Yeah, if you didn't have a good house for it, you just first of all, how are you going to play with that at home, you know?
Yeah. If your wood was slippy, it wouldn't go very far.
Yeah,
it would pick up speed and it would just like and then it would get taut. It would get, all tangled.
When it started to tangle.
When the metal one was, you can sort of, to a certain extent, but the metal one, it would bend. The plastic one sort of stays rigid, but the metal one would bend and it'd be like, ah. I like the little ones. You know, like little Slinkies?
Yeah.
Like the size of a fucking 2-E roll. I want one now.
The song.
I want one. I miss it.
You guys remember the song?
Slinky, coming down the street. No, I don't know.
Something, but the rhythm is right.
Okay.
Really?
And then the hook is everyone loves a Slinky.
Oh yeah. Everyone loves a Slinky.
I think they say it twice. Yeah.
Oh wow. I loved how unapologetically fake happy people were in commercials before.
Yeah.
Although they probably are still. I mean.
But man, those colors that they came in and everything, I was just like, yo, I want this thing.
I had a rainbow
it looks alien-like, you know.
Glow in the dark.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss glow in the dark things.
They still exist though.
Yeah, but not. I mean.
They're not as.
Maybe I'm not hanging around in the right places.
No, but I feel like before they were advertised a lot more. It was like, and glow in the dark.
Yeah, whereas now everybody's like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's not as.
But man, I would want everything to glow in the dark if I needed to.
I mean, would you want?
Man,
Depends
a line to the bathroom.
Oh yes, like a little LED thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's glow in the dark. So it doesn't although it would. For it to stay on all night.
Well, that's it. I feel that's the problem with glowing in the dark is like when
it needs sunlight to charge, or some lights can charge them as
Put it
well.
in the freezer. Fucked up, right? Fucked up. Did you know?
Imagine he's like, okay, I'm just gonna take out the glow in the dark from the freezer and put it down for the bathroom. All right, you pick it up in the morning, put it in the bathroom.
Yeah, because on the molecular level, it does something to it because it slows stuff down or something, or I don't know.
That's a good trick.
It's light bugs.
Activates. Light bugs?
Yeah,
it's light bugs.
Just freeze the...
We have light bugs in the park near here.
Shit, what are they really called? They're not called light bugs.
Light bugs. They are on the street.
Bugs?
June?
No. Those are fucking disgusting. I hate those.
I have no idea.
The
light turns on.
Boo.
But isn't that a light bug?
No.
No, there's a...
Luciole in French.
Yes, yes. Glowworm. No.
Glowworm? Flying glowworm.
Flying glowworm. Oh, fuck. Luciole.
Cool. I'm just trying to say a first syllable and get some
momentum
going
Go
for
for
this
it.
word.
Go for it.
Did not work.
Light.
I love all that range of words that starts with clean.
Come on, brain. Do it.
See them. Follow them. See it. Pulse.
Firefly.
Oh, that's the Moon, Stars, and Fireflies. I feel it was a hit on the radio not too long ago.
Probably. I remember it more as the show with Nathan Fillion.
Mm.
That's for hotness?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what... Oh.
It was very... It didn't really... Yeah, it was very much like that. He's just the hottest guy.
He didn't sound super confident
He's
in
just
that.
so charming. But I was pissed off about him signing autographs for $90 without even...
What?
Like, they didn't...
He asks $90 to sign an autograph?
The stars in conventions charge a lot of money.
To sign autographs?
To sign autographs.
Two people getting autographs?
Like, you have a photo
they think
of them.
you're gonna...
You buy the photo, and you pay for the thing, and then they sign it. Yeah.
That is bullshit.
Well, it's not bullshit, but, like...
Can you bring something
They
not
charge
their
a lot.
photo?
Because the problem was that when they charged not a lot, people would buy a bunch and then sell them for way more online. So it's a kind of way of keeping them limited, authentically limited.
Okay.
But it felt gross that it was so fast. Like, sometimes you get a picture, and the picture can be like 5 seconds, because there's so many people, right?
Yeah.
So you're paying a lot of money, and it's like this artificial, like, I'm in the same airspace as him for 5 seconds, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
It's not like a, hi, I really love what you do, you're really hot, please leave your wife. I don't think he has a wife. I don't even know. I'm not actually. I love you. The ring is gone.
The ring is gone?
The ring. I forgot to put my ring on after my shower tonight.
Oh no!
And I noticed when I left the house, and then I just felt naked and nuts the whole time. I was just like, "This is so weird," and it's still off.
Every scene starts.
Yeah.
The hand is alive.
So that's why I'm considering courting Nathan Fillion.
All right.
Because my ring is not on my finger.
You know what's good is that the ring will be on your finger by the time the episode is on air, so... He's good.
He's good.
He lives far away enough. Like, if he was a neighbor, you'd be fucked. I'd be like...
I would say, listen,
sorry,
dude,
Paul.
let me be in the show with you. Give me some money.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
You're trading me for airtime and
blackmailing
money?
him.
Has this already happened in this scenario? Or...
I think it has.
Because if it's not happened, then it's not blackmail, but you are basically selling.
Yeah.
But if it's already happened, he's just trying to...
No, no, he's like dealing it. He's like, you can do this
if previously agreed.
You give me TV
terms.
time. Yes.
TV time, that's it.
Because in the scenario where it is planned, then yeah. But if it's aftermath, then he's like, can I please now get TV time?
Well, what is that?
That is like
you've already had sex with Nathan.
If he says, I'll tell the world unless you. That's blackmail.
Yeah.
But if you're just like, can I be on TV?
Yeah.
You fucked my wife. Can you mind? Be like, yeah, sure. I don't know how to
such
do
a nice
it.
dude.
He's a dick, and it's just like, no.
I don't know who he is for real. That bothers me. You think you know an actor.
We're talking all this shit about Nathan.
I'm sorry, but you don't know.
You don't know.
Like, who's your favorite actor?
I don't think I have I've never defined it in my head, so
right.
I don't know.
Who do you find funny?
Oh boy.
Do you like
so many people?
The Rock?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say it's my favorite. He's my favorite actor because I haven't
Chan.
watched enough movies of he did. Jackie Chan. I've watched more movies of Jackie Chan though.
I haven't watched any Jackie Chan.
Kind of like Rush Hour. Jackie Chan. I'll go for Jackie Chan.
Yeah, I forgot.
But I don't know if I have a favorite actor. Now you say it. Oh, John C. Reilly for some reason. I like him in everything I see.
Oh yeah, he is really good.
That's somebody that strikes me as underrated.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I like everything he does.
It took me a long time to get on that page. But then once I was there, I was like, oh, he's really good.
Yeah.
You know, he's not just stupid. Like, he...
Yeah, that's the thing, because I've only seen him in stupid roles for a super long time. Then I saw him in, good roles, and I was like, fuck, he's good.
Yeah, and then you respect that, not that you shouldn't automatically assume that he's good at what he's doing, but, to see that
His
goofy
range.
character isn't just him.
Yeah.
It shows acting skill.
Oh, for sure.
There's another appreciation,
Yeah, and comedy is so hard.
Yeah.
So...
Shake and bake, baby.
Shake and bake. Shake and bake. Oh, man, that movie is crazy.
Oh, you know what it is in French? Someone was talking to me about watching a few movies in French because I think his mother or his grandmother, anyways, I forget, likes to watch movies in French because she doesn't understand in English and she likes to ask him questions. And so he saw these movies in English and in French. And in Talladega Nights, Shake and Bake is rock and roll.
Oh, no.
What?
So
it's still in English, yeah. Rock and roll.
Yeah.
That is so stupid.
Shake, so rock and roll, bake, shake and bake, because he's putting it in.
Oh, right, because I have to respect the gesture they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, the
That's funny.
doing.
But like,
why not just say shake and bake if you're gonna go for
I
it
know.
afterwards?
like either rock and roll is like licensed as an acceptable usage of words in French.
Oh, it probably is.
Or they're literally saying, we know what we're doing. We know that we're replacing it with two English words.
Like,
this is the joke to us.
Maybe that's the
okay.
joke.
Maybe,
to
I
Interesting.
don't know.
I was thinking, like, who controls these? Like,
Production company.
does the company creating the movie have any say of who's doing these dubs?
Oh.
Or they just get paid a flat whatever, and then they can do whatever the fuck they want.
I mean, they probably have to accept that it's going to be translated to the storyline. Like, I mean, they can't go into every word, but I mean, they can't just write another script.
Yeah, but what if they have like really bad
with the scenes.
actors? Like he said, he watched
Oh my God,
Black Panther as well, and they didn't sound like they were from Africa. They sounded like they were the bourgeois of France.
Eek!
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck?
That is such an important part of that
Yeah,
film.
and there's so many French countries that were African nations ruled from France, so they're French speaking.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So you can actually get from Africans.
Sure.
So that was another one. I was like, what the fuck? That takes so much away from it.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, that's weird. They
Yeah.
There does seem to be a sort of lack of sensitivity to not just like issues like that are important culturally, but just like, this is not the translation of this title.
Yeah.
Like so often, and it's not like, oh, it's not quite the same thing, but it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's like this awkward mashup of French words.
That doesn't.
Like, I hate how little they try sometimes.
Yeah, so I would think like that would dampen their sales, right? If it wasn't that
it's
great.
it's marketing.
Yeah.
You know?
It is weird. They would just accept, because they should get it. Like, they should understand how it's being translated to fully appreciate if it's good or not.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're just giving.
But if they don't have anyone on their staff
that understands the language,
Yeah,
and translated.
so-
But how is that possible?
Lost
These
in
are
translations.
multi-million-dollar projects. You can't get a like native French speaker.
But you're gonna trust everything that they say, like one person judgment. So they would have to have
But
some
there's
type
people
of.
who are professionals at translation.
Yeah, but how many movies are that person gonna watch? There's
What? It's not about watching a movie. Oh, you mean the whole script?
Well, or whatever it is. Yeah, running
But it's
through
always done that. That is what the job is. Professional translators, that's what they do.
No, I know, but you're getting someone professionally to translate it,
Yes.
like word for word. That loses its context, right?
Then
Well, no, obviously that's where the job comes in. They're translating the text as context and words. It has to make sense.
But don't they have
And
to
if
be
it
a
doesn't, they
writer at
change
the
it.
same time? Not just a.
Possibly.
Kind of, yeah. Well, no, they have to fully appreciate both languages to like get the joke. Let's say
That's it. You're putting a lot of pressure on one person.
No, it's an équipe.
Okay, and they just run through all of them. Because I'm just thinking, if you're one country, how many is running through?
And just like, it has to be worth it, you know, like for the language in which it's being translated, you need to have enough people speaking it for it to be worth the money of doing all that.
Yeah.
But I'm
Because
guessing
it's not the same French
it.
everywhere, right?
No, right. Also,
So I'm sure the
you
Belgians
get,
are
like,
not going to want the
versions of
Quebec
movies.
version movie of.
No, well, that's all calculated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, Garfield had a Quebec version and a French version, like different.
Oh, for sure.
Have you listened to the Simpsons in French?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, it is bad. It is really bad. But the Simpsons in Quebec French is fucking hilarious.
It's
Same shit.
Yeah, they really got the character of that show.
I think that was always a very easy illustration of how much Quebecers are like Americans.
Yeah, because
like we hate to say it, but it's like we're very similar.
Yeah,
it was one of the few shows that I would leave on if it was like French. I would like switch.
Oh yeah, me too.
You know, switch channels, and I see The Simpsons, and you know that split second that you're doing this, you're not sure if it's French or English. You know. And he's like, and it's French. He's like, okay, I'll still watch it. You know, other times it's just like, you sound horrible. You don't sound like the character.
French sounds weird.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
I can't. Yeah, I have to watch it.
Oh, I think I might have heard it before.
Man, don't do that anymore.
No, not their voices.
It doesn't take long.
Yeah. Do you like it?
Changing channels. Don't do that anymore.
Oh right, we just that action.
Oh man, how many hours do you guys keep it? Just I remember saying it out loud. I remember the pain of just being on the couch for several hours and my head's all bent and I'm just flipping through channels. Yeah. It's late at night and I'm just like,
nothing good is going to happen on that next channel.
I had satellite for a long time. Oh damn! So I had like 600 channels.
Yeah, that's too many options.
No, sometimes there was still nothing.
Really?
Yeah, you're just like...
Sports replays of games you'll never care about. Aren't there any of that?
Probably ESPN Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still hard to... You still need to click 600 times before you actually get to that thing.
And you're just like, oh, what's this? Like, oh, no, that's not great. And then you're like, oh, maybe there was... Oh, what was that thing 300 channels ago?
Oh, yeah, totally.
And all you had were arrows, no numbers. Like,
yeah. So when I would get smart, I would just say, okay, this is okay. I would click on it. And then I would go back into the menu and look for something else, and I could just press return.
Return, yes.
Yeah, so I'd be like, okay, if I don't find something, I'll just go back.
Return.
Yeah.
I remember that fucking button.
Yeah, then you get your 2 favorite channels and just...
Yeah, swap back and forth.
Yeah.
If you had a really cool TV, you could have a fucking picture, man.
What is
that? It's a miniature picture inside a picture. So if
you can watch two
shows,
football games at the same time.
Holy shit! Okay, I never seen that.
Or
how often did you use that though? I often couldn't figure it out.
It was perfect for sports. It was perfect for sports. You put the game there with no audio like that, and then another show like Friends. A sitcom or something. Yeah. And then you're like, oh, what's going on in the other one? Bloop, and you change it, and you're like, oh my god, oh yeah, fight. Then you go back and like, what the fuck was happening in this episode?
Yeah, and then you could switch, like you bring one to the... Is that what you would just say?
Yeah.
You bring one forward.
And the other one back.
Damn. I totally missed that. TV, I did not know that function. And I feel there were very little functions to know. So
maybe it was a span, because you were like 10 years younger than us, right?
Yeah, but I feel that one should have been... Like, I mean, it was always there. Once they put it in, it was there, right?
Yeah. Not necessarily.
I feel like Return was there forever. Like,
I think it was maybe an expensive option.
Huh. It was an extra, wasn't it?
I don't know if it was an extra,
I feel like it was an extra.
But maybe just on higher end TVs they had like extra parts, and that was just one of the bonuses. Like another one was optical audio. In the beginning, not all of them had optical audio, so if you had a really high-end TV, you had optical audio right away. Oh. So I think it was just kind of something like that. Nice. But it never became standard, I don't think, because ours doesn't have it, and the one before that didn't have it.
No, it hasn't been around for a while.
It's taken off.
Yeah, it's just like
that. But I remember picture.
Yeah.
That was the name.
It's a picture.
Yeah, makes sense.
PNP, I think, sometimes it was written on the...
PP, I think.
PP.
Man, remote controls. Confusing, am I right?
Yeah.
Oh, God. What the fuck was the topic, Paul?
That was Slinky.
Oh! Wonderful.
Right. So the last topic?
It's like we're dodging them.
Team sports versus individual sports.
Can I ask everybody to come a bit closer to the mic?
You want us to huddle?
Let's huddle around the mic. So when did the football uniforms get so tight? What are we talking about? Team sports. I'm actually on topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were they always so tight? I don't think so.
Everything is getting those tight.
Yeah. Well, there's less for when you're playing. There's less something to pull at.
Yes. Yeah, that's one thing for sure.
Oh, I'm thankful. It's not a problem.
Oh, they like it too.
They like it too.
Yeah. Well, maybe not all of them.
Oh my god, it must feel interesting ramming into each other. That's a pretty... No, you know what? Okay, I'm maybe not taking this conversation in the direction y'all...
So you're saying you like team sports?
Team sports.
I like team sports a lot. I played team sports as a teenager. Basketball. Was the defense chick on the team.
Wait, there's one... I don't play basketball. Is there one person in charge
I was
of
just particularly good.
You get defense. All of us. Offense.
You're just in your own zone waiting. You got this, guy. You got this. I'm on D. Oh, shit. They're coming. Guys, they're coming.
Chick. Over here.
With a big banner. Defense chick. Did you guys play? Did you play team sports?
Yeah, hockey and soccer were like the team sports that I've played most of my whole life. Hockey specifically. And for like while in time, I was like addicted to golf.
Oh,
and
yeah?
I'm pretty good still at golf, but I don't play anymore because I used to get super fucking mad at the end of it. Like, very mad. Like, super out of control mad. And it was very fun for a long time, but then I got way too competitive with myself, and then it became the worst thing in the world.
You ever bent a stick?
More like through them, but I never, like, broke them, because... There's like they each do specific shots. So if you break them, you don't have that one anymore.
Yeah, you need that.
And I didn't want to break them for that reason.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
it's good to know you were able to control that.
Yeah, I would slam it on the floor every now and then.
Yeah, for sure.
Or in the grass. Yeah, same thing. My friend loved going to play golf with me, but he's like, okay, we're just going to do 9 holes because if we do 18 balls, at the end, just going to... I just get bored, annoyed. It's too long.
Grumpy. People
grumpy
it's super long.
Yeah, and especially since I don't go very often, so it's difficult to maintain the level that you're playing.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, you're fresh and you're like, okay, everything's going well,
Everything's
and then
new.
Yeah, and then just like everything gets tough, and you're starting to get sore, and it takes its toll, and you're just like, ugh. I don't do this often enough. This is getting boring now and annoying.
Yeah.
I'm losing more balls than I should.
Whoa! What happened?
That means it is 110.
That was spooky, man. The lights just went off. We had it programmed to go off at 1 a.m.
There's a timer.
Okay. Yeah. Don't worry, they'll go back. Nice.
Oh, they're back.
Yeah.
We're back.
We're back.
Time
what were we talking about?
I don't remember
Team
anything.
sports
Team
versus...
sports.
Yeah. So did you do any individual sport besides golf in high school? Did you do any individual sports, track and field, or anything like that?
Olympiades.
I run fast. They would hold like once a year. They would do like little competition in the school. And
the fun day.
Third. I'd finish top 5 of my year, but usually like third because there were 2 really fast dudes in my year that were like super crazy fast. And badminton at some point for like 2 years.
Fun.
High school. I kind of forgot I played badminton.
Very cool.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I actually liked it. No, I just totally dropped out of badminton. I never played it again.
I love badminton. I play it like I play tennis, so I'm yelling and
shit.
I've thrown rackets in class. I get really upset. And especially badminton, I would often play with people who were much better than I was, so they'd stay in the middle of the court on one end and just be like, no. And I loved it because I loved running and hitting that thing successfully to get to the... I didn't give a shit if it was like I'd be smashing and getting points, although that feels fucking good too.
Hells yeah.
Bam! I like
just stare them down.
Because you're still flying.
Oh, but you play volleyball too, no?
Yeah, but that was team sport. That was like last year, and Stefan would play that sort. I think.
Yeah.
Mention it sometimes. But there was
smash it. That is fucking satisfying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Stefan would then again smash on us every time I play against him because he's tall.
Yeah.
None of us I feel like people would set me up for smashes. Then I was like, I don't know how to smash. Mid-air after I cranked my smash, and it would just end up being a lob, two-handed lob, it would transform to a very aggressive smash to
you psych them out. They're just preparing for something else, and oh fuck.
If you smash it wrong, you can go you can just boom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for
out
sure.
Of the course.
Yeah.
Out of the course. I don't know if it's not a course. Out of the square box.
Did you do any track and field?
Only for Olympiad and general class. I love how mine was called the Olympics and yours was called Fun Day.
Yeah.
Wait, mine was. Oh no, I think I had it in primary and.
Man, I used to love Fun Day. I was always quite high to the top. But it was just so much fun that the challenges we would have to do, they were so trivial. But
did you have the cracker test?
No, I don't think we had any food-related ones.
How many soda crackers can you stuff in your mouth at the same time?
But not eat them, just stuff in your mouth?
I think, yeah. And then eventually you gotta chew, I guess.
Oh, because I feel like you can't do more than 6 in a minute. 6 in a minute is not reachable.
Eating straight up?
Yeah, if you're not drinking water at the same time.
We should do tests like this on the show.
Oh, that would sound horrible. But yeah,
fun. I feel you don't have enough saliva.
Oh,
so by the 5th cookie, you're just chewing, but there's nothing that's
maybe.
My teeth are vibrating.
Yeah,
I don't like this.
Texture. Yeah.
One of them was that you had to hit. They would throw wiffle balls at you, and you had a big bat, and just see how many you can knock out.
Oh, fun!
Yeah, stuff like that. There was a bowling one. There was a sprinting race. There was a bunch of various different activities, and I've used that.
Fun Day.
I incorporated when I ran a summer camp. I gave them a version of Fun Day, and just realized that now. That's probably where I got the inspiration for it, because it was a bunch of it was in a year of Olympics, so we did one day of just team sports, And to make sure that it was fair, I didn't tell anyone what we were doing, and I asked all the
monitors.
I don't think they call them. Yeah, monitors, I guess.
Counselors,
yeah. So I asked them to grade their children on athletic skill, on, and so they gave me their sheets, and then I mixed everyone, and I basically just try to average everybody up,
cool.
and kept the ratios 50-50 throughout. And so everyone got to experience new friends because they were hanging out always with the same group, right? Yeah. Playing team sports together. And then they had to cheer each other on for the individual sports the next day.
Nice.
So they would have like a little bit of each. And it was just fun. Everyone was countries and I was Zeus.
Okay.
So we did a little play for them. And then we put like sports music while we drafted them with a spotlight.
Nice.
And so it was really fun. And they got really competitive, the counselors. They were just like, they wanted their country to win.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's like, oh, come on. And when they see like one of their prize students on someone else's team, they're like, oh, God damn it, why couldn't I have Michael? He's on my camp!
I would love it if, like, Camp Zip Zap had competitive physical stuff as well.
More than
there's just no time.
Gaga Ball. There's Gaga Ball.
There's no time, right? It's just 2 days.
Yeah, it's shortened. Yeah. But there's Gaga Ball.
The Gaga Ball could be organized.
Yeah.
But
totally.
I think there's a lot of Gaga Ball is just like, okay, let's go back in.
Yeah.
You know, like, you gotta be out, you gotta be... Look it up. I don't even know if it's online.
It is a thing. Gaga Ball it's not just, it's a
like,
thing. Right, Gaga Ball, that thing is there, that wooden panel thingy.
The octagon.
Sweet.
The octagon of pain.
The octagon of pain.
So many bloody... I'm thinking about bloody knuckles last year.
Yeah, thinking of it now,
I
did a lot of individual sports in high school. I like completely even forgot. They just started popping in my head. I did tennis. Track and field I did 4x1. I did 50.
Like you trained for these things, or you did them on one day?
No, we trained. You do go to meets to do these things, but we would train after school with the class and stuff. Endurance running. Oh my God, I would suck at that. Long distance running.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I hate. I don't know, and I would just do it. Friends would do it.
That's a long sport to practice.
Yeah. We would just run laps around the school and stuff, and it's like, why the fuck am I doing this? Yeah. And I really don't like endurance stuff, man. Oh, this is really tough, but I did it. That it? Yeah, I think that's about it. Wrestling in high school.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. Never tried that.
Yeah, we did that for a semester, and we would just practice, and we had a tournament at the end.
Cool.
And I lost to my best friend.
Damn.
Yeah.
And you've
Drew
never
Butt?
spoken since. My nemesis now.
Yeah, nemesis. That was cool. We had to get there. We had to go through some people that everyone thought were like the strongest of the school and stuff.
So satisfying.
Yeah.
Did you have to wear the little skimpy outfit?
No, we didn't have to.
Because I'm watching Riverdale, and I'm watching Riverdale at the moment, and there's so many hot guys in that show. Like, there's so equally hot chicks as well, but the guys are so ripped.
Do they do like the wrestling?
The mat
thing
wrestling, with the little.
tight... Yeah. The little wood.
The little
it was everything but the uniforms.
You like everything about it but the uniforms?
No, I'm saying we did everything but the uniforms.
What were you wearing?
Our t-shirts and shorts.
We just didn't have uniforms.
Only oil.
Only oil, yes.
God
and these underwear with multiple pockets.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Full
erection proof.
Erection proof.
Does it like bend it around your body? The boner. So that
it's like a side pocket.
It becomes the elastic to your waistline.
Yeah, that's how you keep your pants on.
It's like a lock.
I gotta keep aroused. Everybody's tickling each other's fucking feathers.
Imagine just be like, I can talk to you with no problem now.
As if that was the only change in you when you had a boner.
No.
You'd be like, no. You think you're talking, but you're not.
Yeah, the pressure is too much, and it just makes
you
lose linguistic
skills.
Okay, I just had a thought. I'm not sure how this is going to affect you, because I know talking about penis stuff hurting affects men sometimes in ways that are
just unpleasant thoughts.
Yeah. But like, what if you have a boner, right? And then if it's not time to sexy bone, it grows into your panties, like the it's your panties, your underwear, right? But then because it's trapped like that, the blood circulation cuts off, and it falls off every time, but it grows back.
It falls off every time. Why does it grow back? Because these underwear are special?
Because that's how your body works.
Okay. My penis will grow back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, is the penis falling off in this scenario?
If you can't use it...
Yeah.
You lose it.
You lose it.
What? Whoa, okay, are you saying, like, in this case...
That
the blood being cut off, now your penis is...
Like an umbilical cord.
Okay, so it dried off, cut off penis... Yeah, it won't regrow.
No, I'm telling you it does. I'm giving you that option.
Oh, now I fully get it. Okay.
So what's the benefit of just...
I'm just saying this is the biology of the world that I've created.
I mean, I'd rather not, but I would witness it, so I would have it happen just to be like, just like,
yeah, I never said it was
like
painful.
Some sort of reptile. I feel like there's like a salamander that does that. Like you cut off its finger.
Yeah, most lizards, no?
Oh, I don't know what's the... Yeah, at least the tail.
The tail grows back.
At least the tail. Some of them legs as well.
Yeah. Maybe a lot of them.
Yeah.
Legs grow back?
Yeah, not all of them, but some of them definitely.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, pretty fucked up.
But if you could apply that to... Let's say I could apply that to my penis, I would... If the options are like none of that happening and just regular life, probably going to stick to that. But
that's a good choice.
Thank you.
It would be so.
Also, like it's not assured it's happening. It's just like it might happen. So, if that's the other option, if it's assured to happen, I would be curious to have it happen once.
It happens every time.
Oh my god!
It happens every time you have a boner that you can't use.
I would rather not.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
What happens to this? No, I don't think we should go.
You throw it out.
My goodness.
Oh, like what do we do with it? Yeah, true.
You throw it out. It falls off. It dries off like an umbilical cord.
Like
man, people are gonna have fucking trash bags just full of those.
Or you keep them for your dog.
You keep them for your dog.
That's so gross.
Can't remember where I read this, but apparently there was a moment in time where like the Catholic Church decided that like their statues used to have penises on them. And then like one pope was like, no more penises, we're putting leaves. So they had to cut off a bunch of dicks and put leaves like into the statues. Like I don't know how but they went through that whole change. And I think it was like a Da Vinci Code or something like that, where they were like the characters thinking like, I wonder if they have like a cabinet full of all like those broken bits of statues, like
that's hilarious.
They put, like,
tiny dicks, little drawer of dicks.
Like
it would go.
Stone dicks.
You would hear that. Yeah, you would hear that rattling sound.
Yeah, it
would
would sound like almost
drawer.
like like a bunch of rocks and billiard balls.
Yeah. Hey, do you have a stapler? Yeah, let me check.
Shit, dick door.
Dick drawer. Sorry.
Dick drawer.
Dick drawer.
Dick drawer.
Dick drawer. Oh, we haven't done any ads. Here are some ads for you.
Sponsors.
I'm Julian McKenzie, co-host of the Scrum Podcast, a sports show I'm doing with my podcasting partner in crime, Tristan D'Amour, on the Upford Network. Every week, we analyze something different from the Canadian sports media landscape. Lack of diversity, getting a job in the field, coverage of different sports, and answering some of the harder questions. Through a combination of back-and-forth discussion and high-profile guest interviews, we're aiming to figure out exactly what's up in the world of sports. Find us wherever podcasts are sold. iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, SoundCloud, Message in a Bottle, Morse Code, Telegram, Singing Telegram.
I'm Tom Zalatni, host and producer of Up for Discussion, a long-running comedy podcast on the Upford Network. Every week, me and my team of hilarious improvisers use audience-submitted questions to dive deep and delicious into every topic under the sun. Nothing is off limits. The audience has full control. It's like going to an improv show, only it's in your ears, and nobody's asking to see a scene about sex toys. Hopefully. One reviewer called it an underappreciated cult classic. Another reviewer called it not a very compelling product. Go check it out and see for yourself. The Up for Discussion Podcast. Available wherever fine podcasts are sold.
Nice.
They're not sponsors. They're sister programs on the network that Tom Zalat and I started and it's called the Upford Network. It doesn't start with an E. Paul, can you spell it?
FORD.
UPFORD.com.
Nice.
And it has the Scrum and Up for Discussion and topics of high importance.
Hells yeah.
Yep. More shows to come.
More shows to come. So did we put both that together, or did we do another...
What?
Fishman.
What did you say, Julian? Oh my God, Fishman. Can we talk about Fishman?
Yeah.
Fishman.
His name's Fishman.
Stephen A. Fishman.
Stephen A. Fishman.
An orthodontic specialist that sponsored the Hartford Improv Festival with a lovely logo of a guppy fish wearing braces, holding a toothbrush.
Totally ignoring the man part of his name.
Totally ignore. Oh yeah, you were saying
he just
that,
doubled
right?
down on the fish.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Just ignored.
Yeah, I mean,
Could've
come
been
on.
like a really weird Fishman
At
thing.
least legs.
Come on, Steve.
Could have been Aquaman.
Oh.
Yeah.
Could have been Aquaman. Very
I am
sexy.
Fishman.
Fishman. I suppose it's for the children.
Your teeth are wonderful. Enjoy.
Super friendly orthodontist.
Yeah, it's all about
He also
connecting
just
with smiles.
lost his own teeth and told you yours were fine.
And that's one of this AI technology. So he doesn't even have to touch the patient. He just he mimics it.
But I went to his website.
Whoa.
I was curious. And I looked page after page after page. There was no fish. And I almost posted about it on Facebook. I was like, sorry to disappoint everyone. There are no fish on Mr. Fishman's website. I was very high. I thought, this is probably not as funny as I think it is. I'm not going to post this on Facebook. And then later on, I noticed in the browser, the little icon for the web page
Was a fish?
was the fish.
Nice.
Was the fish.
I was trying to think, did they insist on him having a logo? Who's like, here, have a good improv festival. Here's my contribution. Like, you don't have a logo?
Yeah, please, don't you have a goofy logo that you'd like us to put everywhere? I think it was really funny. I love
Yeah, it
it.
was nice.
It was cute. It wasn't even like that bad.
No,
it was a
no.
fun. It was
Yeah,
good
it was
drawing,
good, yeah.
and it's just like so strange to mix orthodontry with fish.
Oh, fisheries.
Oh, fisheries.
Oh, fisheries. Well, Phil,
Thank you.
thank you.
So much.
Thank you for...
This
for-
was a blast.
Yeah,
Completely
yeah,
unexpected.
Yeah, this was fun.
This is fun.
And to the night.
Yes. I thought you were like toasting.
Or
and
start
to the night.
Start to the morning.
To the night.
To the morning.
To the morning.
To the morning.
Yeah.
Come here, Polly.
Hmm.
Tink.
I just realized the last individual sports stories. Because somebody said badminton. You mentioned badminton, right? And,
Yeah.
It reminded me, because you said you broke your racket.
Yeah.
And I used to play tennis against Patrick a lot.
Uh-huh.
But Patrick was really good at tennis, and I wasn't really good at tennis. But he was like super good at tennis. Like he was legit fucking good at it. And I would have like the first summer we ever played, I would have this racket, and it was racket shaped. It was normal. And by the end of the summer, because my parents were like, no, you're not getting a new racket. Like, you broke it. It's your problem. And it was like bent into like practically the shape of a 6. Like, there was such a dent because I kept throwing it on the ground because I was so mad, and I kept losing all. Like, I would never win one exchange of ball. Like, I just lose all the fucking thing. Like, we'd go out and play. My mom was like, let's go out and play, like, do something. We'd go out and play tennis to, like, the municipal, like, courts that were right next to our home. He'd, like, crush me at it.
Oh, my
I'd, like,
God.
throw my racket around. And, yeah, it just reminded me of...
Oh, that's so funny. You're not getting a new racket.
He was like, no,
Just
you're
keep
not
playing
getting, like,
with
your
it.
problem. I was like, fuck. And it was so...
Tennis is frustrating.
Yeah.
And the racket wouldn't help at the end because then it broke it so bad. It was, like, not bouncing that well either. There's no excuse. I was going to lose those games anyway. But,
Oh, that's so funny.
sorry, it just popped into my mind.
No,
It's a
no.
good story. I'm really seeing you play with that dead ass fucking racket. Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you all for listening. Catch us next time for... Is it the 420 episode? 420 episode. 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
We're planning champagne.
Champagne.
No, we're not. I hate that shit. Grapes? No. Strawberries. We're going to have strawberries on the air. We're not. I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe we will.
Maybe we fill.
Oh.
Oh, cling,
Cling, cling.
Bye-bye.
Set it up.